I've followed this race for a long time and followed Trump, followed the rest of them. They've never said that he would be out of the race if he said that. He says he doesn't want to allow new ones into this country because of the issues we're having right now. And if you can't understand that, I'm sorry, but
Have you listened to everything he said?
pretty much, when he's on TV, I listen to him. I've been to a rally for him. I've also heard others talk. I listen to both sides. I've listened to Hillary. I've listened to Bernie.
Do you believe it's okay to take those now?
What?
Do you believe it's okay to?
I feel like freedom of speech is good until it inflicts on someone else's rights and someone else's feelings. And if someone's offended,
How would that offend somebody?
I'm not personally offended. I'm saying that there are people in my hallway though that are personally offended.
I don't
And when
understand
it's
how.
reflecting on their feelings, how is it hurting you by not having that on your wall?
I'm just wondering.
Like if you know you're right,
Did you ask?
I don't have any, nobody else in this hallway has their presidential candidate on their wall.
They're
No
allowed
one has
to
them in
know.
their hallway.
Maybe no one's as politically involved as some others are.
No, I know one person that could debate the shit out of you right now.
I know they couldn't. And what is the reasoning that, like, Muslim Americans, Trump has a decently higher rating than the rest of the candidates? There's a reason for that. They understand what's going
But
on.
it's the ignorance though. I don't understand.
Do you not understand the word?
Follow
Do you know
every single thing he says?
the ignorance? Do you understand the word ignorant? Because a lot of people throw that around and don't understand that as well.
The people that are following him don't know everything about him. Ignorance is not knowing everything about a subject that you are trying to speak about.
Ignorance is talking about a topic you know nothing about.
I'm not debating with you. You can know.
Okay.
I don't care.
I have
I'm
one
probably
question.
gonna take that down none of you. Okay?
I have one question.
Yeah.
Did you take it down
I
because?
did not take it down.
I'm just because
I
people
did not
asked you
take the
to.
sticker down. So what you're saying now is less than
I was just curious.
I know, but I didn't take the sticker down.
All right. Well, you said people offended in this hallway were offended. Didn't
Of
you?
course.
Are you the RA here?
I'm not.
Oh, okay. Well, did the RA take them down?
Possibly.
Okay, because people complained that they were offended about Trump stickers.
I mean, not even people. I mean, she's black. Like, it affects people.
So
You'll know, this is what irritates me, and I'm not saying that I agree with a different candidate. I'm not saying that I want to put a different sticker on my door. I'm not saying that I advocate for someone else. Personally, politics, I don't follow like I should in our generation, personally. But what bothers me is when, like, I get where you're coming from, and I get that you're passionate about it, and it's awesome that you're passionate about it. But there are also other people that may not feel as passionate towards that specific person. And what I'm saying is, although you may look at that name and you may say, oh, I support him completely.
And I don't support Trump. He's not my candidate.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, if you did feel that way, you sitting here doing this, it's not doing anything but still continuing to hurt the feelings of other people, regardless of what their reasoning is.
And that's a
If
problem.
it even makes them feel bad in any sort of way, why are you advocating to keep it on that door?
The beauty of our First Amendment rights is if you have a problem with something, you say something about it. You don't get offended and just tear it down. Confront the person. Have a talk. If you have a problem with it, she should go talk to her and say, this is why I'm offended, and then Katie can give her point, and then she can come back with her point, and they can have a nice civil discussion, like it should be done.
But
Instead
think
of
about where
just
we're
because those aren't cheap.
I know,
They
but
do
think
cost
about
money.
Where we're at, though.
It doesn't
We're
matter.
not
We're
in Katie's house.
in the United States of
But
America.
think about where we're at though. We're in a community-based living. Community-based living. And with that comes rules, comes reasonings, comes things where you aren't thinking about yourself. It's like a music thing.
Yeah.
Like if your music is too loud and someone doesn't agree. It's compromise. And so if it is hurting someone else's feelings, why are you advocating for something that doesn't boost you anymore? It doesn't boost you anymore. It doesn't change your feelings. You still feel that way. But you're changing someone else's feelings for what? For your pleasure?
Whoever it
Like to
offends,
have that
whoever it
up front.
offends, and they should have a conversation. Not,
Yeah.
Other people, regardless of what their reasoning is.
and that's a
If it
problem.
even makes them feel bad in any sort of way, why are you advocating to keep it on that door?
The beauty of our First Amendment rights is if you have a problem with something, you say something about it. You don't get offended and just tear it down. Confront the person. Have a talk. If you have a problem with it, she should go talk to her and say, this is why I'm offended, and then Katie can give her point, and then she can come back with her point, and they can have a nice civil discussion, like it should be done.
But
Instead
think
of
about where
just
we're at.
because those aren't cheap.
I know,
They
but
do
think
cost
about
money.
Where we're at though.
It doesn't
We're
matter.
not we're not in Katie's house.
We're in the United States of
But
America.
think about where we're at though. We're in a community-based living. Community-based living. And with that comes rules, comes reasonings, comes things where you aren't thinking about yourself. It's like a music thing.
Yeah.
Like if your music is too loud and someone doesn't agree, it's compromise. And so if it is hurting someone else's feelings, why are you advocating for something that doesn't boost you anymore? It doesn't boost you anymore. It doesn't change your feelings. You still feel that way, but you're changing someone else's feelings for what? For your pleasure?
Whoever it
Like, to have
offends,
that
and they should they should have a conversation, not
Yeah,
write
as
that down, which is
politely
vandalism,
take it down or
which is
anything.
destruction of property, which can get you in trouble because those aren't cheap, and so she can get in trouble
But
for
she's
that.
sticking it on a door that's not officially hers.
It is her door. We pay
When
for
you
these rooms.
sign-
They
And
actually,
then when she leaves, what?
You take it
then
down.
you can take it out. Just like cops can't just walk into your dorm room. It's because you pay for it. It's your room. They don't have the right because it is your property. It is yours when
It's
you
your
renew it.
temporary property.
Just
Is
like
that why we can put holes in the wall?
no, because you
No,
have to pay.
because it's not ours.
You know,
We can't
but
paint
you
it,
sign
we
a
can't
room.
put
You
holes
sign
in
the
wall,
agreement.
We
When
can't do things
you
there.
Okay,
I
you
just
could,
don't
but you can
understand
pay.
what
You have to
you're
pay
getting
for it
at
in the end
this.
because then it's no longer yours.
I know,
after
I
you
just
The
don't
point,
understand
okay,
what you're getting
how
at
you
this.
say that reading that offends people, that's your opinion on reading a Trump sticker.
Okay.
It's not like she's putting a swastika on
And if
there.
it's hurting their feelings, why is it bothering you?
Why-
Does that not
Trump
happen?
isn't a symbol of hate, like he said, a swastika or like
But
a
there
KKK
are
symbol.
things
Those-
that Trump stands for that others may not, and it does.
That's fine,
It's
but
not
That's why
affecting
no
you.
That's why
one.
we're
How
America.
many other people though do you see doing the same thing?
Because
None.
some people aren't as
Because
politically involved as
people know
others.
better. You gotta know how to deal with other people in life. It's a life skill that
Okay.
everyone has to grow up with.
I have my
You're
candidate
allowed-
And there are
sticker
gonna
on
be
my
times-
laptop.
I know, but there are going to be times when you're not going to be okay with other people coming up and not agreeing with you, which is fine.
Mhm.
We are in a community-based living here.
And you have to accept other people's views, just like she
And if
accepts
she
others.
outright said, I like Trump so much, she's in my sorority, I love her to death,
Okay,
okay? My point is not her view. My point is the way that she's portraying it.
she's putting a
Coming
sticker
here
on
and
her.
continuing to put up a sticker that is
That's
clearly
because
put
they're
down by
getting
the
taken down.
authority in this dorm.
Actually, the RAs
She is in charge of this hallway to
as
keep
you
it
said,
civil.
the RA. Well, she's getting contacted by Jenny Hall Jones, and she's probably gonna get in trouble because that's illegal to do. With her job, she's not
What
allowed
did
to.
you get out of this? Please tell me what you're getting.
I'm friends with Katie, and
What do
she said she was upright, like confronted in the middle of everybody today and called her racist because she supported Trump.
I just don't
Do you
understand
think
what
that's
you're getting
right? To just go yell at someone in the middle of public for no reason?
Okay, one, she didn't get yelled at. She's in my sorority. I went up and asked her.
Well,
Well, that was her words.
the people
This is-
around her
this
were
is-
the ones that said she was confronted and yelled at.
Well, that was escalated, obviously. But the point is, I don't understand. I just don't understand what you're getting out of this. I really don't.
I'm not
This
getting
is-
anything.
this
I'm
is
just helping her out
this
because
is like unnecessary drama
We're-
happening, and then what's gonna happen?
You're right,
If
it
you
is
get to
unnecessary.
keep that up.
We're
What
helping
are you getting
people
out of that?
represent the First Amendment.
she gets to express her
That's-
freedom of
yeah,
speech,
exactly.
which is what that is.
No, that's so pointless.
No, it's not.
It's the freedom of
This
speech.
is the whole.
If you don't,
If you think
People
that's
who don't like
pointless,
freedom
leave
of speech-
America.
yeah,
Like,
exactly. Seeing what other countries go through, if they had that, they'd be beheaded. Things like that. That's why we're America. That's why we're great. Everybody can express their own views, their own viewpoints on everything. You can debate. You can say whatever you want to an extent, as long as you're not offending anybody else, as long as you're not hurting anybody else. That doesn't hurt people because Trump is a person.